Would you fire my advisor? I moved to a new financial advisor in July 2022. Portfolio value at the time was $800,000. They sold all but 2 of my existing stocks, AAPL, AMZN, and invested heavily but not exclusively in consumer discretionary stocks. Results: 2022 down 11. 2023 down almost 9 YTD. Overall, down close to 20. The new portfolio is extremely volatile, usually 1-2 swings each day. But today it went down 4 due to huge losses in just 2 stocks. Some individual stocks are down 5-5-70 YTD. Few are in the black. Just about every stock is performing worse than its respective market index. In the case of the biggest losers, the chief investment officer basically went to the sunk cost fallacy. I have lost so much, we should just hold to see what can be recovered. Right now I'm so angry about today's loss I didn't mention the stock that lost 25 yesterday that I dare not call or email until I can get a grip on my emotions. I know that maybe except for the SP 500, the market's performance has not been great this year, but my portfolio's losses just seem so extreme that I think I need to stop working with these folks. Any constructive advice? Thanks. Did they talk to you about your risk tolerance before making this portfolio? If no, fire them immediately. If yes, further details are needed. Consumer discretionary is a bold pick when the Fed is actively trying to slow down discretionary spending, but low-cost index funds are just too cheap now to have someone else try to beat the market. Only reason you might think of a FA is to decide what % of assets you want in the market versus bonds versus cash, but hiring someone to stock pick typically doesn't end well. Man, how hard is it to just purchase VU and legit do nothing? Why do people seriously need to pay some monkey to screw around with their money? YTF do y'all get financial advisors for portfolios that aren't even hitting $1 million? Just invest in VU FXX and you're good to go. What are your fees? Is it an asset under management fee structure? Do they have a fiduciary obligation to act in your best interest? Or are they like most crooked advisors who gain extra commissions from moving you in and out of trades? Edit VTI is up 11 YTD and has an extremely low expense ratio. EMO. A financial manager is going to be hard-pressed to add value as long as you aren't the type of person to buy high and sell low. I fired my advisor 20 years ago and have chosen my own investments since. Worked out well. Your mileage may vary. When I got married, my wife's uncle was a broker at Solomon Smith Barney and we used him to manage our investments. Turns out that without communicating with us, he put us in Enron and WorldCom, 2 of the largest bankruptcies of the era, both with fraudulent accounting and governance practices. Hi, I work in the private wealth management industry. There are a few questions here. What discussions were had regarding goals, risk tolerance, and investment selections prior to any action taken by the advisor? Are they actively choosing individual securities, and if so, what are they basing their decisions on? Is this an RIA, a large broker-dealer firm, or an insurance company? How are they compensated? Flat fee, AUM, performance, etc.? Dude, definitely fire them and just own the SP. This is lawsuit territory. Seek advice from an attorney that specializes in this. If you feel they did not adequately consider or capture your risk profile, or adhere to Reg BI, you may be able to recoup, but NAL and not legal advice. However, down 160K may be worth a professional opinion. I do not recommend asking people who are not voices of authority in anything remotely financial to Weigh in on your financial situation. I'm seeing so much prescriptive investing in the comments from people who do not know your age, your retirement goals, or your location. The only thing I know is there is no one on earth who can be more invested in your money and its return on investment than you. Not family members, internet strangers, or FAs. How many total stocks do you own? What attracted you to them in the first place? Yes, I didn't even read your post, but I'd fire your advisor. It's so easy to buy financial products in this day and age. What do you need an advisor for? Park your money in Berkshire Hathaway or an SP fund and be sleep easy. Daily volume is totally insane. This is a high-risk strategy, should have 5-10 allocation max, not a financial advisor. Meet with the guy and ask these questions. Ask exactly what his plan was and why he bought these as opposed to sticking with what you had. In the case of the Biggest Losers, the chief investment officer basically went to the sunk cost fallacy. I have lost so much, we should just hold to see what can be recovered. Assuming it's a stock that will be around in 5 years. That's not a terrible idea. You only lose money when you sell for a loss. Remember, buy low, sell high. When it's something like the SP 500 being down, it's a no-brainer to just hold until the market recovers. Tulip futures. Not so much. So which is it? The current wisdom is park your money in a solid index fund. And forget it. But your age and proximity to retirement is important for that call. Question: why is almost everyone here suggesting VU? Not VTI? Not VT? I understand the debate around this, but it's weird how biased towards one this sub in particular seems to be. This is why I won't have an FA. If I have time to research stocks and economic trends, then I can make or lose my own money. If I don't have time, then I can invest in the COVALENTS 1P500 and VT Sachs on my own. Anyways, sounds like you're KNLY a couple years in. Maybe before you fire them, ask what their strategy is. Ask why they chose the stocks. Why they are still in. What their forecast is. I'd schedule a long sit down with the FA and have them explain themselves professionally. Then make a decision. Your advisor picked some stocks for you that went down 70? Some went black. What does that even mean? Bankrupt? Ridiculous lol. Get rid. Same here. 2023 YTD performance has not been great. I lost 10 last 3 months from managed funds. I found one fund, it was on halt due to IT system changes at the LLC some time ago, and they have been charging me 0.7 years for months WO actual managing. Right now the LLC blamed its employees with the screwed up decline to reimburse me. If you're down 9 in 2023 YTD, then yes, fire them immediately. Even a conservative portfolio should be up 4-5 YTD. The SP is up 15 YTD. The Dow is up 3 YTD. Nasdaq is up 32 YTD. For 800K, your life savings should be invested into some mix of equities. Even if you are 100 equities, you should be up YTD, not down. Imagine being so rich but so stupid. Just give me your money up. Most people should just stick to low-cost index funds. The good managers aren't working for what would be lower net worth individuals. The rest of them suck with middling performance where they can just collect the management fee. Holy moly. I mean, selling off 2 pretty good winners so quickly is already a big concern. Especially if they were in a taxable brokerage. And mentioned elsewhere, if the Fed is trying to slow down discretionary spending, I'm not sure why they did that. Why are you even using financial advisor? Invest in few Vanguard ETF and enjoy your life.